But again, raffle tickets right over here, all going to charity. That's why it's so important, if you can, to purchase a raffle ticket. All right? Just go purchase one. We have our ticket lady over there. She loves being the ticket lady. So go get one. Go get a ticket. Go get 2. Go get 10. But just know that it's all going towards a great cause.
And who's matching? Whoever matches anybody. So that's one of the things.
Absolutely.
I'm matching all proceeds. $10, $100, I'm matching it.
And this is Romero Brito. This is the bear right here. And this bear wants to go home with someone.
It's
right
a hope
here.
bear.
A hope bear. And that's basically the theme of tonight is hope and love. Hope. And I'm going to come right back over here, ladies and gentlemen, to our Hope by Robert, Indiana. He, of course, Robert is, and I actually thought Robert, Indiana was going to be here tonight. And then Ken told me he's 89 years old and he couldn't make it here tonight. But this is all about hope. Now, I know some of you, no matter your political affiliation, you may have voted for John McCain. Yeah, but this was dedicated to Barack Obama and his campaign. Hope, because that's what this is all about, is hope. And so that is the theme for tonight, is hope. And we again want to thank everybody for coming out. The night is still young, it just started. But most importantly, it started because of the man right behind me wearing this great shirt right here, Andy Warhol shirt.
Vintage.
Ken Hendel. Now we are, been here for what? He started this 20 years ago. And you see some amazing pieces. If you have not, you have to check out some of the pieces. He has so many different authentic originals. I mean, just unbelievable pieces. We have a Picasso here right behind me. I hate to ask you how much that Picasso is.
How much you make a year?
Not enough. We have some Andy Warhol all over the place, and I believe you said that was, Andy Warhol was, I think you could tell who his favorite artist is.
And who my favorite woman is.
You got it, Marilyn Monroe.
Oh, Jamie, I'm sorry.
I would like to
Second
thank
favorite.
some of our dignitaries that are here with us tonight. The chamber here. Thank you. Aventura Chamber. A round of applause. Madam Mayor. Madam Mayor. Right over here.
I have to make a comment.
Yes.
Come on, over here. Come.
I do have to make a comment because this is our first Art Basel event, but I've been on the host committee for Art Basel from its inception. And when I was a commissioner in Miami Beach, it was a dream. This is the first event we've ever had to have Art Basel up here in Aventura. And I invited the directors to come and look at the art in the mall. And they have told me that in 2 years, when our theater opens, we will have an Art Basel event up here. So I want to thank you for
Am I going to be on the committee?
I don't know about the committee, but you're going to be part of it. And this is so great. Aventura does have art, and we're part of Art Basel.
One other thing, just so you know, Costco, they wanted to make sure you knew it. They're right out front. They have some great cookies.
Costco
out there. Costco, right out front. If you haven't joined, 20%
From Art Basel to Costco. Whoa.
But I have to say it because they got upset. They're out front, though. They're out front as part of this event. 20% off. If you're not a member, 20% off. So I had to say that. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please give it up for the man of the hour, is what I like to say. Also an artaholic, Ken Hendel.
Number one, I just wanted to thank everybody, for coming. Number two is I want you, I've been part of Art Basel. I've been a voyeur for many, many years, unfortunately, looking at all the beautiful art down there, wondering, what's it all about, and trying to figure it out myself. During the 20 years I've been collecting art and selling art, we've collected some of what I feel is Art Basel worthy art. And unfortunately, at the last minute, I've got about 30 calls to people who aren't showing from globally because of the economic situation. They said, Ken, would you like to show your art at Art Miami, at Art Basel? And I said, you know something? They should come to me for a change, as opposed to me coming from them. Susan was instrumental in saying, we've got to bring art awareness to the Aventura area. We're not just, high-rise condos. We are a culture community that wants to go in a certain direction, and I think it's important that we make a statement that Art Basel, and there is art galleries. We're not Lincoln Road with schmuckers here and
we don't knock anybody else. We just promote Aventura.
We want to stress Aventura. We want to stress quality. We want to stress beauty. And that's what we have with the people that are here, and the art that's on the wall. And, you know, I've heard nothing but great things about what I've tried to do for 20 years, and I'm glad to have art appreciators here. And it's just an invigorating feeling for me, and I can't express it enough. And I want to thank everybody. One of the themes that we have tonight is obviously, besides the modern contemporary aspect of it, is that we wanted to bring the pop culture, the Andy Warhol, who made pop into a generation and a genre of artists that have come from that school. Robert Indiana, Roy Lichtenstein, Robert Longo, Jim Dine, Robert Rauschenberg, James Rosenquist, Jasper Johns, just to name a few, are all represented. They were like a cult back then. Nobody cared about them. They were nothing. And they took present-day art. They took, you know, I tell the story about a soup can. When Campbell Soup said, I want to put Grandma's soup into a soup can, and Grandma said, who's going to buy soup in a can? Well, we all know what happened with soup, soup in a can and Campbell's Soup. Well, Andy Warhol comes around with the same mentality and says, oh my God, I'm going to take a Campbell's Soup label and make it into art. Everybody said, who's going to buy this? Why would you buy a Campbell's Soup can on a canvas? Well, he then took the icons like the Marilyn Monroes and put them into canvas, present-day things, everyday objects, icons of America, and put it into art. That's what started the genre of modern contemporary. That's what Art Basel did for, you know, they were a small little event. Now modern contemporary is almost taken over. Now we have, you know, our campaign, Love, where Andy Warhol did commodities. He did icons. Robert Indiana did emotions. So back in the 60s, what was it all about? Peace and love. And love has been a symbol. Bay Harbor has the love sculpture as you drive by. Then, 89 years old, with aspirations or inspirations of something, where's the perils of today's world, so to speak? He came up with the idea of hope. Barack Obama said, you know something, I want you to be part of our team. He then didn't commission, but free of charge, there was a small donation, $2,500 or $3,500. You were then entitled to get the lithograph, which has not come back on the market. I was not able to get it. I have had to pull in special favors just to get the lithograph. On top of it is the hope, which is where are we today? That was done. It says Robert Indiana, Obama on the back of that piece. 208. He's 89 years old. Where Andy Warhol started with the pop, he finished with an appendix operation with two people sitting on the moon. It's called the Moonwalk series, and that's where he envisioned the future. Well, I think Robert Indiana with Emotions has taken Andy Warhol's full cycle of art inspiration and turned it into hope. And that's where we are today. We want hope, and I don't want to say change because I don't want to be political. But again, just to have some of these pieces present here in Aventura is a compliment to some of the team that obviously worked with me, my staff, who has been, you know, nothing but, you know, invigorating for me, my family, some of the people who obviously have, you know, perpetuated myself from a small little whatever to, you know, a curator or a hanger of art or a collector or a biogitis, I call it. That's what I've come up with now. That I'm a biogitis of art. So there is our hope, there is our future, and that's what we're all counting on, a very positive outlook for 209. The year 210, and so forth, and so on. I heard something from the crowd. Not only do we have hope, but we're going to have results as well. And that's very important, that we are not just hoping, but we want results, We want a good atmosphere. We want positiveness, and that's what I'm trying to bring